Campbells comments back on location, back here at Arlec, and I'm catching up with Prue. Firstly, hello.
Hello, how are you going?
Good. We're inside the main arena, and this is just an amazing venue. I've got a New Zealand friend with me, Cam Bray, and he was just shaking his head when we were looking at the horse area out there. I don't think he even understands how this area works. It's phenomenal, isn't it?
It is. It's amazing. The fact we can change it to do horse sales here, we have cutting here, we have campdraft, we have show jumping 2 weekends ago, so we can do a plethora of things inside this main arena.
Don't say there's show jumping. My daughter wants to come. She finds out there's show jumping. She'll definitely want to come here. This is a different weekend. It is a different weekend. It's a graduates. It's the first time Nutrien have tried this, and not want to say tried, knowing Nutrien, it won't be a try. It will work and it will happen, but it's the first time they had it. There's a little bit of change of branding, and I believe someone may have had a little bit of input into the branding. Only subtle, but it is. I actually quite like the colour too, but I must say it's something that you thought of from a bit of your background. Yeah,
definitely. First event with Nutrien was in the Classic earlier this year for myself. It was a massive event, as you would have seen, because you were here. So splitting it out to then bring the open horses to now gives the opportunity for this extra event. And then because it is the Masters colour is actually a bit of a purple in other sports in and around the world. So having a bit of differing helps Tamworth and helps anyone viewers that are looking on here that the branding from Classic is a bit different for this new event that they're starting here in the September.
That's great. So the purple, I wasn't sure. I just assumed maybe you liked the colour, but the purple, but it does work, and it works beautifully with the green leaf. But it actually is something to represent Masters in other sports.
It is, yeah. So if you look at any other discipline outside of equestrian, purple is commonly linked to Masters.
The equestrian world is changing. I mean, Nutrien, my association came through with the Standardbreds, and I'm fortunate enough to be able to come to these sorts of events and help promote them and grow. The figures that Mark was just rattling off there before to us about how much the performance horses are, money turning over, auctions, horses changing, camp drafting. It's big business, isn't it?
It is. It's massive. And even with the camp drafting itself, when I started, there was only 2 camp drafts that we held here. We're now holding 8 camp drafts in a year that have significant prize money and significant number of people attending them. It's just growing astronomical.
It is. This has a different feel to it. When I came last time, there was shops everywhere, and there's not that yet this year, so there won't be those here for this year. It is targeted around those Masters horses, camp drafting, and sort of working the two in conjunction. Yeah. But can you see it growing?
Definitely. We're already in discussions working at, to this year's it's a 3-day. We're already looking at seeing whether it goes to 4 or 5, just to sort of see how it goes. But yeah, not the big traders, not the massive numbers that the Classic does, but the intention is it's not the Classic. It needs to build its own brand and own identity and then grow from there.
When does it start? We're Thursday night. This will go up tonight once I get 5 minutes to get it done. But, it's a Thursday night. How does everything start running from now?
So tomorrow morning starts off with the camp draft, so 6 a.m. out at the arena, so hopefully it's not raining. Then straight into pre-works after that in this main arena, then back out to the camp draft, and then sale on Saturday, followed by more finals, and then the big finals on Sunday for the camp draft.
Big finals on Sunday?
Yep, correct.
That might change my plans of what I was going to do. I was actually thinking I was going home Sunday, but I might be hanging around by the sounds.
Yeah, definitly.
I didn't know that. If my wife's watching this, I'll see you. I don't know. It'll be fun. Do you enjoy it? Do you enjoy managing? I imagine you manage the whole venue all the time. Do you enjoy it?
I do, yeah. It's definitely a challenge, and it's quite, being an equine facility, I deal with so many different disciplines. So the day after Nutrien bump out, we have barrel racing coming in. So completely different event, completely different people, and they run for a whole week. So it's challenging, but it's good.
You say equine, but of course with this, you got cattle as well.
True, we do have cattle. Last week we even had sheep sharing competition here. And we've got dog Olympics in about 3 weeks. So I say equine, but we host so many different things here.
Talking to Bardo just said before we did this interview, do you enjoy their enthusiasm? And it's not just Mark, it's the whole crew. I love their professionalism, but do you enjoy the way they, I suppose, get you up and going? They're very infectious, aren't they?
They are, definitely. The passion that they have for it is insane, and Bardo's, what he loves about this is spreads to the staff, spreads to our venue staff, and it spreads to the competitors as well. So it's good to see.
Prue, thank you. Wasn't that bad, was it?
No, it's all good.
Thank you very much.
No, thank you very much.